Howdy everybody, BygPhattyPlus here, and it's time once again for a glog, and it's a momentous occasion. You see, actually many of you already know, I mentioned it in one of my recent Minecraft videos, that I have 800 subscribers now. I think I mentioned Minecraft, it could be something else, I can't remember which. But yeah, I have 800 subscribers. Actually, last I checked I had 812. It actually went up to 820, and then dropped down because, you know, YouTube likes to remove people who are inactive or unsub people whom they just feel like I'm subbing from you. But I'm at 800. It took me, God, how long? 3 years? 3 years to finally go from 700 to 800? I was actually for the longest time stuck at 750, 760, around there. And then it slowly started to go up and then finally hit 800. And I was like, yay! Let's see how long it takes to get to 9. But I was happy with it and everything. And I think maybe it's because I've started to pick a game type for my channel. See, for the longest time, I thought the different game types that have been on my channel confused people, and so, you know, some people sub for RPG. Because when I first started, I don't even remember what my first game was. That Star Trek kind of like platformer adventure game that I did. I think it was the first one. I can't even remember. It's like I did that one, then I can't even remember anymore. But it's like I've done that, I've done platformers, I've done RPGs, I've done survival horror games, shooters, you know. And I've done so many different game types on my channel, so many different game types. And I think the reason why I was having so much trouble trying to get more subscribers, more viewers, more people to my channel was because I was jumping all over the place with the different types of games. Though the one thing that I did try to keep to was the strangeness of the games. I mean, Jakan was a pretty strange game. I hate that game. Pepsi Man, I hate that game. I hate that dang game so much. And I think my best strange game I did was Crazy Cross. That was like the best one. That was like the silliest game I had ever done. I admittedly, despite the little bit of grinding I do, I enjoyed that game. But when I started realizing I needed to focus on a theme for my channel, I think that's where maybe things started to get a little, you know, more consistent. And so I started, you know, that's when I started doing, okay, I need to do more puzzle games, point and clickers, you know. I still like doing horror games, so those were still being involved. But I was trying to more focus on horror games that had more of a strong puzzle element, and less on just the shooty. And it's like, if I wanted to do a game that was horror, but it was more shooty, I would stream it, like I did The Evil Within, Concluse. Actually, Concluse wasn't very shooty at all. I probably could have fit it well. I just recently today started streaming Resident Evil 2. The remake one. And that's been rather fun. I mean, there was puzzle elements, but it was 85 to 90% of the game which is shooty. But I've realized that if I can keep the general theme of the channel consistent, I might do better. So I've been trying to do more puzzle games and everything. It's like, I just started, let's see, that one and that one. Ah, crap. I got my desk here has like a door on it that you can hear that, and I have a bunch of post notes on it of different things that I have to keep an eye on, you know. In fact, let me just mark that one off there. Find something else. Yeah. That was my pin, in case you're wondering. It's like, there's some games that I want to do that are more puzzle elements, less action-based. Though I might jump around. It's like, I want to do, like, Landstalker at some point, which is basically like the Genesis version of Legend of Zelda. But to me, Landstalker was less about the combat and more about the puzzles and everything, and I enjoyed that game, so it still kind of fits. But I figure as long as I keep with the general puzzle aspect of the games, you know, and maybe get some channel art to show the whole puzzle aspect crap of that, I might do better. Maybe I make my own channel art. Ha! Yeah, right. I'm not very good at that. I'm still learning how to do freaking thumbnails. Oh Lord. But yeah, it's like if I keep with the whole puzzle thing, it might do better. I hope. I know I did Let's Play Fatal Frame 2, but that was more or less just because I needed... It was more or less something to help me deal with grief at the time. Because if I remember right, I did it because Mary loved that game. It was her most favorite Fatal Frame game, and I did it. And in a way, it helped me cope. By doing the games that she enjoyed, it helped me cope. But I think if I do any other Fatal Frame games, they're going to have to be done on streams and whatnot, because it's like, well, yeah, there's puzzle elements, but it was more about the taking the pictures and fighting the ghosts than it was the puzzle elements. Luckily, I happen to have several games that are more directly puzzle-related and horror. I think the games like the Nameless game fit in that option. I think I have a few more. I know I want to do Martian Gothic at some point. I know I want to do that, you know, because that was very puzzle-related. Yeah, there was zombies you had to fight, but everything was like strategy you had to deal with, because you know the whole way that game played. You know, I ain't gonna spoil how it worked, but it's just the way you played. You had to be careful. You had to know what you were doing. Even the save files, you had to be very careful with. So it's like that one would. In fact, I'm gonna write that one down right now. Screw it, because that one I never beat. I know Rule of Rose would fit in there too, because I don't know if Rule of Rose would fit out there actually. Haunting Ground might. Clock Tower 3 would be very pushing it, but it's something I always did the clock towers on Mary's birthday. I did the first one a couple years ago, and then I just did the second clock tower, which that was a horrible one. The third one's a lot better. It still doesn't really mesh with the whole clock tower story, but it's there, so that'll be another one probably for next year. But I have some games that are, you know, horror-based and heavy on the puzzles, so that'll work. Yeah. You know, it's like if I keep with the whole puzzle theme, though, I think my channel would probably, hopefully, do better. And if I can keep to where I can stream like I'd like to. So far, I'm only able to stream 2 days a week, unfortunately. Due to work and everything. I would like to stream at least 3 days a week, but it's kind of difficult to do that. You know, it's like people say, you should stream more than just MMO. It's like, Mondays, when I stream the MMO, it's mainly just because it's a relaxation type of day. I want to stream, but I really don't want to, you know, have to focus too much. It's just a chill stream. Whereas Tuesday is the horror stream, where I want to play a horror game I've been wanting to play and beat. And, oh, you stupid monitor. Because, monitor, you know, it shouldn't matter. You know, I have Audacity running on the screen. You numpty. Like, my monitor shut off because, oh, I don't see anything going on. The mouse isn't moving, so, like, chill, okay? Chill. But it's like, you know, I would like to stream a third day. Of what, I have no clue, honestly. I don't. But I would like to stream a third day. But I figured, you know, I would, if I can keep my content to, you know, at least on my channel, to the puzzle games, would be fine. It's like now the Sunday videos are always the ones that are up in the air, because I try to save one-shots for when a game like finishes and I have like a couple days, because like I'm a little bit OCD. I can't just start up a new Let's Play like right in the middle of the week. I can't really do it because it bothers me. It's like, no, it's got to be even, kind of. So I've got to, you know, have like a couple of one-shots to round out the week. And plus, you know, it's like, to have to constantly find tons of one-shot videos to do for Sunday would be rather frustrating. And, you know, I would end up running out of content very quickly. So I do the random things with my MMOs, with friends, and now I'm doing Minecraft. But that's... I know that doesn't really fit my channel too much, but I'm mainly just doing that out of the fun of it, because I do enjoy playing Minecraft. I do enjoy playing it. It's like when I've had a really bad or stressful day, which admittedly I am having a lot of right now. Minecraft allows me just to sit down and relax. And, you know, I might, you know, I thought about streaming Minecraft, but the thing is, it would be rather boring, because it would be just me harvesting crap. And it's like, I could go and do, like, videos of, you know, with other people during Minecraft, but it would, in order for it to be entertaining, it would have to be something stupid going on, or something incredible going on. And I'm like, I just don't really have the time for that kind of stuff, you know? I really don't. I wish I did, but I don't, you know? I remember when I used to play on our Minecraft server with a friend of mine, Yuska. The silliness that would happen on that server was quite fun, so... But that server's gone now. Well, me and her actually have plans for, like, a certain game to play as just as random crap. I think, what was it, Ark? I really need to grab that game. Do I have? I wonder if I have the money for that. Probably don't, but yeah. Get that, and then we can play that, you know. Just have random videos of that, which would probably fit in with the whole Minecraft bouncing back and forth between that and Ark and whatnot. But I'm mainly doing Minecraft for my mom, because, you know, she has been looking for something to occupy her time, because my mom is still having issues. Like, it's been it's been going on 2 years since Mary passed, and my mom's still having issues. And so she basically just sits down and plays. She played her DS for the longest time, but started having issues. And she was looking for something different to play. She didn't want to play RPGs or Pokemon anymore, because her and Mary used to play Pokemon a lot. And it's like, she asked me if I wanted to play Pokemon or Animal Crossing with her. And the thing is, Animal Crossing kind of got tedious for me. And Pokemon, I was never good at Pokemon. Pokemon was never really fun for me, because I would have to know the types, I would have to balance types and everything, know which ones to have ready, and it rather frustrated me, because it's just, to me, Pokemon wasn't fun in that aspect. Pokemon Coliseum was fun a little bit. Pokemon, oh lord, I can't even remember. It wasn't so much of a Pokemon game, you know, where you had to go gather monsters. It wasn't so much doing, you know, just standard Pokemon crap, as it was you were a guy trying to cure Pokemon of their darkness, and then you rescue them and they join your team. It felt more like a Digimon RPG I had played a long time ago, which I did enjoy. That one was fine, because it was a story. It was nothing about you trying to just grab Pokemon everywhere and raise them and battle like trainers. There was an actual story, so it felt better. But when it comes to the actual RPG, the actual Pokemon, I just couldn't really get into it. You know, I just couldn't do it. But she was looking for something to play different, and I suggested Minecraft. And it's like she had gotten a Switch, originally, for Stardew Valley, which she enjoyed watching videos of, and she ended up getting Stardew Valley and enjoyed it. But eventually it got boring for her, because my mom, she liked the farming games like Stardew Valley, Harvest Moon, and whatnot. And she eventually got bored of it. And Animal Crossing, and I go, what about Minecraft? At first she was like, no, it make me dizzy with all the first person. But she slowly got into it. Now she's playing a lot, and it's like, I started doing a Minecraft series, so something for her to watch. Just see how I do it, how I take care of stuff in Minecraft. Give her ideas of what she could do. You're not going to see any hard-hitting different ways of how to do stuff, you know. You're not going to see any, like, redstone complexes or nothing, because, shoot, it took me an hour to work out how redstone could be used for a button to open the door. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding about that. I'm dumb, so it's even with, like, video tutorials and all that, it's hard to work out. So mainly it was just me being silly and dying sometimes and just generally making that. So I figured, you know, maybe on Sundays would be my survival Sundays, either Minecraft or if Yiska had the time, because she's very busy with life and everything, that I could, you know, we could start playing Ark and do that silliness again. Yeah. So Sundays are gonna pretty much end up being with a random, like, MMO video here and there, something hilarious that happened, but mostly it's just gonna be the survival games, which at first I thought I wouldn't like survival games, but it turns out I do. I think it's like Minecraft has been fun. I played a little bit of a game called Unturned, which was a zombie survival game, but it's hard to play on servers, you know, where there's no one, because the game, at least the servers I found, were dead, so. And the servers that had people were all password protected, so I'm like, I ain't gonna bother with that, no way. And for a while, I played with a bunch of friends, Osiris New Dawn, which is a survival game set on a different planet. That was fun for a bit. But some drama happened, and no, that doesn't happen anymore, unfortunately. Which sucks. Because that was a decent game. It's like my computer had trouble running it because the game was poorly optimized, but it was still a fun game, you know. I don't even know if our base is still there. It's probably been looted to hell and back by now. Because it's like about the time we stopped playing, or a little bit before that, we had an issue with a base neighbor, and one of our team decided to go scorched earth on everyone. Except for this one guy who was like, he's like, okay, you're an ally, we're not going to frick with you, but everyone else is scorched earth. And oh lord, it was a mess. It was pretty funny. He went full Negan on people. Negan from Walking Dead. He idolizes the dead guy. So, yeah. But I think if I do survival games on Sundays, it might work. I just need to get into a habit of either recording some Minecraft or I'm sorry, it's a little late. I'm a little tired. Long day. Or, whatever. I don't know. or whatever, you know. Yeah. I'm hoping that won't damage my channel too much, you know, because, like, all he does is, like, either puzzles or survival games. I don't know. But it's kind of hard to, you know, it's really hard, actually, to try and remain competitive in YouTube when you're, like, very small, especially with the way YouTube keeps screwing up and all the problems. I know at this point, me getting monetized ain't ever going to happen. Because, you know, even if I did somehow get approved for monetized, I'd have to worry about the algorithm bot basically screwing me over. Like, oh, you said this in this description or in this video. or as I said now, they said, oh, this is only for videos with children in it, but yeah, that it's. If for many of you don't know, there was an issue where some people they would post videos about their kids, and some certain crude people would go in the comments going, you know, act pervy. And so, in YouTube's mind, to curb this, they decided, okay, if people are going to be nasty in the comments, we'll demonetize the video. It's like, that's not punishing them, that's punishing the creator. I'm going to make a video about that. I'm going to make a video complaining about that. I will. Because, you know, YouTube is Bethesda-ing up their site right now. It's like, oh, so you got problems, so rather than fix the problems, you're just going to make the site worse. Good job, Bethesda. I mean, Google. I mean, YouTube. So, I know I'm never going to get monetized at this point. Unless I somehow hit 10,000 subscribers, 20,000. Yeah, it's not going to happen. I'm not even showing up, being promoted. So, it's like I've been looking to hopefully maybe get enough people to support me through Patreon. But a lot of people are right now mad at Patreon because of certain issues regarding freedom of speech. So, that kind of mess just kind of out the window. So I've been looking up other alternatives. I mean, I still have a Patreon account, but I've been looking up other avenues to try and maybe help that. I recently discovered something called, well, what the hell is it? Ko-fi, where it's basically, oh, what the hell? Let me bring it up really quick. It's basically it's like a tip. It's like a tip jar, basically. You know, someone likes your stuff, they chip in $1, you know. So I've been trying, you know, I'm thinking maybe to try that, get that diversified up in there. Stop pushing the Patreon so much, push the Ko-fi more, depending. And of course, hopefully, if I can get enough people to my stream, my Twitch streams, and if I can stream enough, I might actually get more people there and get bits and whatnot and subs there. And hopefully get this mess worked out, you know. Because to entertain people, that's what I want to do. I want to be able to entertain people. I want to be able to entertain people, you know. If I have thoughts about writing a couple of children's books, I thought maybe doing stand-up comedy. The only problem with stand-up comedy is, you know, you're in a day and age now where you can't joke about anything or everything you want because, you know, heaven forbid you offend someone. So, you know, it's like, hey, so this happened to me today. Oh, how dare you? I'm offended that you said that happened to you. What? So, YouTube is pretty much like the easiest and best way. I can do Let's Plays. People are entertained by my antics, hopefully. And, I end up being able to, just, you know, actually get paid doing that so I can quit my horrible day job. I mean, it's not that bad of a day job. I've just been at it too long. I've just been at it way too long. And it's like I want to do something other than food service. Because food service sucks. So yeah, I've been trying to deal with that. Something else I was planning. See, I only have 2 reward tiers on my Patreon. One is basically like, hey, my eternal gratitude, and the other one is, I was thinking of, I can't change them right now because unfortunately I have 2 Patreons. I have 2 patrons who haven't actually paid anything. And, you know, so I can't really change any reward tiers right now because they're there, but they haven't paid. So it's like they're like stuck, which is frustrating. But what I was going to plan on doing is like once a month or so, I was going to have like Patreons or people who donate would get to ask a question of me, anything. As long as it's not politics related, And as long as it wouldn't seem like offensive, I would answer the question. You know, so you could ask me almost any question. You know, and the reason I say politics aren't included in that is because if people find out what your politics are and everything, or they find out your politics don't exactly align with yours, they lose their minds, you know. So, I try to not let politics come in on my channel. I don't want politics on my channel, to be honest. I had politics on my channel once, a long time ago, when there was issues with Barack Obama running the first time, and I said my piece on that, and I think I ended up removing the channel because removing that video a long time ago because again I don't want politics on my channel. I might still have it, I don't know, but I'm just tired of the politics. So those who are, you know, and so there'll be no political questions asked or answered. I mean. But pretty much everything else you could ask. And if I didn't deem it offensive, I would answer. And so I was thinking, what I would do for my 800 sub special is you would hear this. And hopefully you've gotten this far in the glog. You would hear this. Okay, ask me a question in the comments. And I will let the video sit for like, I'll let it sit for like a couple weeks, gather up some questions, and I would make a video answering those questions. So hopefully you've gotten this far in the thing. I'll probably end up putting like a timestamp in the description of where it starts, if I freaking remember. Sorry, my neck hurts. But yeah, I figured maybe once a month, patrons or donators would ask questions and I would answer. Like, hey, you gave me money, here, I'll answer a question for you. And we would see how that would go. And that would be like once a month or so, depending. But yeah, that's just what my plans are for that. Is like normally I would only open up those questions to donators, but because it's my 800 sub special, I'm going to open it up to everybody. But I think that's all I wanted to ramble on. So yeah, I think that's pretty much what I just wanted to ramble on. Again, I don't know, maybe. I know that once I click finish and edit the audio and save it, I'll go, oh, I could have talked about this! My brain went, you could have talked about this or that! And I'm like, what couldn't you think of that then? But yeah, that's just how my mind is. It's goofy like that. So I hope I hope you get some questions together that you want to answer. You want answers to. And in a couple weeks, if enough people ask questions, I'll make a video going, hey, here's your answers. But I hope you've learned a few things about me. I wouldn't say enjoy, because really I'm just sitting here rambling and then putting it to stream footage. But until the next video, it's BygPhattyPlus. Sayonara.